Not all aircraft are corporate jets, airliners, or pleasure craft flown by weekend warriors. Some aircraft have a deeper purpose, a reason they exist. These aircraft are designed to serve humanity, to save lives, to protect property, and have a deeper meaning in our mind's eye. Safety, comfort, hope, mercy. These aircraft, the special few, are the tools of the first responder. They are the workhorses designed to perform in unthinkable circumstances, undaunted, fearless of dark clouds rolling on the horizon, through the smoke, through the fire, over the water. When needed most, these aircraft are the magic wand of hope wielded by the brave few who hear the call. No matter the shadows, across the plains, in the mountains, and over the seas, through the clouds, or riding a clear night sky, they are the tools of the willing, our first responders serving humanity, saving one or more at a time. Assent Aeronautics dedicates this episode of Straight and Level to all the brave men and women working in the emergency medical industry. Today on Straight and Level, we share a few purpose-built aircraft operated by first responders and flown in service of others. One organization that flies several of these special aircraft is Careflite. Careflite, a non-profit founded in 1979, is based in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and is comprised of over 650 individuals, all dedicated to making precious minutes count. Having grown to serve the entire North Texas region, Careflite has transported over 1.2 million patients in the past 41 years. How many sorties do you think you've flown in 7.5 years, right?
Average base flies at least once a day. 5 years on the line at Careflite, 180 shifts a year, one patient per shift. Call it 900, give or take.
900, give or take, sorties, saving lives in one of these? That's not a bad gig. I'm Halsey Smith, and today I'm here with Assistant Chief Pilot of Careflite, Ryan Oppel, who also taught me how to fly helicopters over 16 years ago today. Today, we're gonna learn a little bit more about what he does in his daily job and about this aircraft, Bell 407, and how it's used to save lives. Ryan, show us what you got with this aircraft.
Bell 407 is Bell's single-engine light utility helicopter. We've got it in somewhat of a hybrid configuration today. Typically, this aircraft is configured for one patient transport. We normally have a sled right here that puts the patient's head right here in the lap of either the medic or the nurse. Patient's feet would typically extend into the co-pilot seat on the front left side. We've got medical equipment for the crews to provide critical care to the patient, IV pumps, cardiac monitors, intubation capabilities, automatic defibrillation devices, everything that the crew needs to maintain the life support of the patient until we can get them to the destination. Bell 407 GX comes with a full G1000H avionics suite produced by Garmin. Includes 2 full-screen multifunction displays, gives us all engine, avionics, aircraft systems monitoring, as well as a full moving map capability. Capable of doing any instrument approach, LPV, ILS, LNAV. We've got additional avionics as well with the radio systems in here. Allows us to talk to ground command, hospitals, scene command. We've got satellite tracking on this aircraft, tied into a satellite phone for communications with our comm center anywhere in the continental United States. Autopilot on this aircraft allows the pilot to maintain heading, altitude, follow a pre-programmed GPS flight plan. Truly is state-of-the-art avionics. For this evening, we've got a new Careflite pilot in training. So we've removed the stretcher where the patient's feet would normally be in this co-pilot seat. We've reinstalled the co-pilot seat, additional set of controls for the instructor, and this allows us to train a pilot who's new to this airframe while still having the ability for the instructor to take the controls as necessary. The closest I've had to a true emergency in a helicopter, these aircraft have what are called chip detectors in the engine, transmission casing, and tail rotor casing. If there's enough metal in the transmission casing or in the flow of the oil to complete a circuit, we get a light in the cockpit that says, hey, something in your aircraft is making metal. I was patient loaded over 635 and 75 when I got a transmission chip leg. I know Bell tests these transmissions without oil, but it's a whole different story when you're patient loaded 5 miles from an airport and you've got to make a decision whether you're going to land somewhere in the middle of North Dallas or if you're going to divert to Love Field where you can land at an airport and rendezvous with a hospital. It was the most nervous 2 minutes of my life.